when we achieve our independence, we have to create our identity. Okay, for people from outside to see what is Malaysia, for example. Okay, first we created our flag. We recognize our creator first. Beliau, the name is Muhammad bin Hamzah and he is from Johor. Okay, and then out of 373 contestants, he submitted 4 designs and 1. So this is the design. Okay, with this design, it is influenced by the Johor flag and the Turkish flag at the time. Okay, here I want to tell you, this is the original that we use since Merdeka time. So you see the difference, the color difference and everything. Okay, when they achieve this, they have a few questions. Who's they? The government. The government have a few questions. Where is the color that represent the royal? Where is the place or the thing that represent the number of states in Malaysia? So we have a lot of problem here. So that's why when they discuss, they decided to put the yellow color. So the yellow color represent royalty. Okay, and then the moon represent the official religion of our country, which is the Islam. Okay, and then you see the stars that have pointy stars. We used to have 13 pointy stars because before we recognize Wilayah Persekutuan of Kuala Lumpur. And after that, when Wilayah Persekutuan of Kuala Lumpur exists, then we change the stars from 13 to 14 stars. Okay, and then we haven't used this, actually the lines and the color, we represent our state. Yeah, but we didn't use that in Merdeka time. We started to use that after Malaysia Day, 1963. Yeah. So that is the story. I want to show you one more picture. So this picture I like to share with my guests. So this is the origin of the flag. Okay, so jom. So let me get it. Okay, so it is a combination. Do you know British East India flag? Okay, so British East India is a famous body that doing the colonizing. Yes. Okay, so this is the origin. Okay, so Majapahit Empire. I think most of us know Majapahit Empire during the 1700s, 1400s. And then this is already introduced the line red and white. And then this is Johor, the closest to our flag. And then next, this is the British East India Company flag. Yeah, so this one mixed with this becomes and lahirlah and we giving born to our Malaysian flag. Yes. So USA flag, why is it the same? Because they copy the British East India flag. Yes. Okay, that's all about our flag. Next, I want to tell the story about our song. Okay, semua, everyone okay? Alright, next about our song. The origin of our song. It has a few layers of inspiration. Okay, I'm not saying that it is connected one by one after another. What I'm saying is it is one inspiration to another might have a 10-year gap, 15-year gap. Okay, first thing first. The first layer of inspiration comes from a French song called La Rosalie. Yeah, this is the book. So La Rosalie, I personally listen to the song. It's not 100% same, but we have the orchestra and the melody they take from La Rosalie. Okay, La Rosalie song is very famous. That a lot of musicians take the song and recompose to make their own song. Okay, so the influence of La Rosalie is already big. Okay, that's one layer. The second layer is one of our sultan was on a Seychelles island. Okay, and overheard this song and brought it back and recomposed the song of La Rosalie, and becoming that tune has this wandering melody has become the root state of anthem of Perak. Perak is one of our states. So the first layer is the French song. Second layer is inspired our Perak state song. Okay. The third layer is when an Indonesian band heard this song and recomposed the song and made Keroncong Terang Bulan. Alright. So I will play Keroncong Terang Bulan to all of you. All of you can listen to it. I will sing the Negara Tour song to help all of you understand that. Okay, come for it. This is Terang Bulan. It's the same as our Negara Tour. I will sing Negara Tour, okay? Rakyat hidup bersatu dan maju. So the melody is the same as our Negara Tour song. But the music behind is very different. Okay? So next, this is the song that it evolved. So the melody is back, but it's a little bit slow. Okay, so the fourth layer, our beloved Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman worked with a Philippine officer called Tony Forestica, Tony Salano. They work together and recreate our Negara Tour song. Okay, when our Negara Tour song is being played, they used to ban Terang Bulan from being played because they don't want people say that Negara Tour is as the same as Terang Bulan. Yes. Okay, that's all for the Negara Tour song. Come, I bring all of you here. Put in this one. Okay, this is the creation of Malaysia. So here, when you see beside there, you see Jakarta say no, Manila say no. Why? Because Malaysia, they wanted to do these things. Down there, Sekretariat Akbar. Okay, so I will draw a little bit here. Malaysia that we know is Semenanjung, Singapore, Sabah, Sarawak, and Brunei. They wanted to make the Malaysia, right? Okay, but actually they wanted a bigger picture. Because why? Semenanjung, we already famous with the Malacca Sea. We already have the sea of this side that connects Africa, that connects the Western world. Okay? So Malaysia wanted the right side of the sea side as well. Okay? So we have Semenanjung, we have Sabah Sarawak. They wanted Borneo, that now is Indonesia lah. They wanted Borneo, they wanted Manila as well. Why? Because we already have the left side of the sea that connects this side. We wanted the right side of the sea that connects China, that connects Japan, and etc. But as you can see, look at Philippines and Malaysia, very different. Look at Thailand and Malaysia, very different. From there, we can see the direction of each state, each country is already different. So, as after discussion, they decided to go separate ways. Except for Singapore. Singapore stayed with us. After 2 years, 1965, they decided to exit from Malaysia. Yeah, so that is the story of forming of Malaysia. So hence we have Merdeka there, 1957. We have Malaysia there, 1963. Okay, jump. Alright, so here I would like to tell one story. Okay. This is one of the best stories that happened in Malaysia. Malaysia used to, our resources used to be taken by the British even after Independence Day. Okay? When we achieve our independence, the British said you can achieve independence but with condition. We don't have war, but we have condition. One of the condition is the Carcosa is given to the British. One of the condition is some of the company will stay in Malaysia, and some of the condition is some of the land is owned by the British. So in the 80s, we get back a lot of our resources. First thing first, we did the Dawn Raid, where we buy little bit shares. All of us buy little bit shares of that country company that owned by the British. We buy little bit shares, we compile that together, become one name and become 55%. So at the end of the day, we have the ownership of the company. Then all of the resources that been funding to British go back to Malaysia. That is what we do. And then we demand back Carcosa, we demand back all the lands that have been taken by the British, we demand back. So in the 80s, we get back a lot of our resources. After that, what happened? After that, we produce our first own car. After that, we produce our first skyscraper, KLCC, KL Tower, etc. So when in the 80s, when we get back a lot of our resources, that is the movement of second modernization in Malaysia. So that's the story. In the 60s, 70s, you can see Malaysia houses with wooden houses and leaf rooftop. After the 80s, yeah, you can see a lot of modernization happen. Alright. Okay, last one. This is my last gallery work for Gallery 4. So this is one of our artists. It's called Datuk Lat. Yes. So Datuk Lat, I personally have read Datuk Lat's comic. It's called Kampung Boy. Okay, why do I bring all of you to this Datuk Lat's piece? Nowadays, we have handphone. I want to know your culture, I can. Yes, or Philippines culture, Thailand's culture, or anything, I can just find. Back then, we don't have that. And back then, we have war. And then we have a culture problem where the British put some of us in the city, some of us in the plantation, and some of us in the village. So we don't talk to each other. So when we don't talk to each other, we actually survival instinct. We scared. Okay. So Datuk Lat did a piece that they say it shows you the Malay culture at their home. They show you the Indian culture at their restaurant. They show that Malay people eat rice with hand. They show Indian people eat rice with hand as well. So from there we see, hey, actually you eat rice, I eat rice. We are not necessarily bad. And then we relax a little bit. and then we put our wall down. And then we read some more. The poet said, Malaysia used to be a multicultural country and it used to be a really great country in Malacca time. So we feel belong to Malaysia, we feel like proud of Malaysia. And then our nationalism right up. We read some more until we relax ourselves. And then we start to talk each other. When we start to talk each other, what do we get? We get independence. So that is the unity power that the British don't want us to have. Once we talk to each other like us, even though different country, we start talking to each other, I think we can achieve more. So on that note, I want to end my guided tour for Gallery 4. Thank you very much. Please enjoy Gallery 4. Another 5 minutes, I will open that door. Thank you.